Hey everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. Behind me is a 2005 Buick LaCrosse with the legendary 3.8 liter V6, and customer brought it in for some maintenance items, an oil change, serpentine belt, and he said his check engine light was on. Now this car, if you remember earlier this year, we diagnosed it was stalling out, the throttle body was dirty, and we replaced the oxygen sensor. I'll put a link to that video, but the check engine light's still on. And remember last time we had a code for engine not heating up fast enough or something like that, pointing to the thermostat. So finally the owner brought it back. He said he wants it fixed. So let's plug in the scanner, verify that that code is still there, and do a quick diag on it. And I got the thermostat in stock from last time actually. So we have the parts if needed. Let's fire up the Veris. Alright, I found the vehicle in the history. So last May we did some diagnostics on it. So easy as pushing that activate button and we'll jump right in. Let's do key on. Change oil soon, yep. Okay. Scanner. This car is probably one of the last ones where you can still convert this center console into a middle seat, so you can carry 6 people in here. It's almost as good as a minivan. Looks like there's a lot of room for stuff. I guess the guy's moving or something. But it's here for some repairs. Go right into engine, with air pump, without air pump. Yeah, I didn't see one. Probably doesn't matter. Codes menu. And so we got the coolant thermostat. Even tells you which part to replace. Too easy. And then the 420. Okay, he's got a cat code. Let's just look up the code setting criteria for the 128. Only take a second. P0128. There it is. DTC will say if the engine fails to reach a preset temperature before the calculated airflow is accumulated. Most common cause is low coolant level or faulty thermostat. Skewed ECT or IAT sensor can also cause the DTC to set. If the DTC cannot be duplicated, failure records can be determining vehicle mileage. Okay. Excessive coolant flow may induce a P0128. Okay. Interesting. So there are some other variables here, but usually it is a thermostat. Thermostat sticking open or opening too early is common in older vehicles. Cool. So what do we want to do? Just get a basic data stream going and look at our temperatures. Let's look at some engine data and customize the display. Engine RPM, idle, coolant, MAF. I'll throw TPS in there, why not? And we can even look at his O2 sensors just to see what the cat code is all about. So we're starting at 86 degrees, 82 on the intake air, so I like that. Car has been sitting here for about a day. Let's fire it up. Instant fire, love it. Oh, it sounds like he might have an exhaust leak. That's interesting. All right. I'll take a look at that and we'll watch the engine heat up. All right, it's been running for a couple minutes. We're up to 120. It's heating up nicely so far. We'll see how high it gets. And looking at our oxygen sensors, the upstream has a very nice switch rate, good amplitude. Downstream, Also good amplitude. The cat's doing something. Let's rev it up a little bit, get some more flow going. And you can see that it's going up and down quite a bit. You'd expect this to stay pretty steady if the cat was efficient enough. So yeah, his cat could be on its way out, but I think he just wants to drive on fuel efficient, so not the biggest problem. We're up to 132. Our fuel trims are to minus 14 right now in the long term, so let's rev it up a little bit. You can put it in gear. Load it a little bit. So fuel trims drop, but it's not setting any lean codes or rich codes. We'll take it on a test drive after the repairs. At minus 16, I mean, that's getting to that criteria where it might trip a rich code. So that's interesting. But not here for that, and I would rather wait until it actually sets a rich code and then diagnose it from there. So we're up to 150. Still climbing. So I want it to, once the thermostat opens, this thing should just boom, flatline at a certain temperature. Minus 17. Don't like that. And the MAF is reporting 5.5 grams per second at idle. It's warmed up. It might be a little high. Alright, I'll turn the camera back on when it's flatlined. Alright, the thermostat is flatlined about 180. So it's supposed to get up to 200, so that code setting criteria is pretty strict. 180 does not like, so we'll replace the thermostat. It's not sticking, it's just opening a little bit too early, causing the engine temp to, you know, level off at a little cooler than the actual preset. The thermostat, I think 195 is its opening temp, so the engine temperature should just stay right around 200. Okay, let's pull it in the shop and get to work. Alright, here's the new thermostat, AC Delco, of course. Comes with the gasket, and on there it says 195. That's when it should open. There's a little jiggle pin. Let's pop it in. Easiest thermostat to change in the industry, I think. Step one is to make sure your engine's cool enough so you don't get burned by hot coolant. Make sure the pressure is down. Yeah, it still feels pretty hot after our little test, but we can at least get started by removing the oil filler neck and this plastic cover, which is pretty easy. Don't want to break anything, it's just a little rubber grommet in there. Ooh, even has an aluminum intake manifold. So I guess they tried the plastic one and then they went back to aluminum on the Series 3, I think. Still got the little plastic coolant elbow there that eventually will leak, but at least the intake manifold won't warp, you know, or burn a hole with that EGR pipe coming into the bottom right there. So this should be a pretty long-lasting, trouble-free engine overall. But yeah, the thermostat's right here. Just two nuts and should come right out. It's always a good practice to clean your working area. And we'll give our little bolts some good luck juice. I think we should be in good shape. Put a drain pan under there, and since this thermostat's so high up, we don't lose that much coolant. So you can just go ahead and take it off without messing with anything else. Let's give it a shot. Alright, here we go, 10 millimeter. That one's a little stubborn. One came out. This one's actually looks like a nut, but it's a stud. Let's try this one again. Uh-oh, low battery. So we'll try the manual way just to feel the bolt and try not to break anything. Okay, this is being friendly. Yes, it is. Awesome. So nice and clean, not rusty. Always a good sign. And then let's just break the seal. Make sure our fluid is draining. Here, hitting the drain pan. Good enough. Get the hose up here. You can see it's draining out of that thermostat, so we'll just let it simmer. It's still a little warm. And once that's done, pop the new one in. Alright, use a little mini pry bar. That should just lift on out of here. Beautiful. And no corrosion on the aluminum, so maybe DexCool is designed for that. We'll put our new thermostat in the same orientation. Since there's no corrosion, we don't need to worry about leaks. The gasket should just seal it up nicely. Remember, in the Silhouette we had to struggle a little bit, but this one seems to be doing just fine. And we want to blow out the actual bolt holes to make sure there's no coolant in there when we put our bolts back in. That one goes in there. There we go. This guy goes in here. We'll tighten these guys by hand. Good. Good. Now that bleed nipple, there's a small screw and a big screw. You probably can't see it. So we'll loosen that guy up and then open up the radiator cap and top it off right here. Alright, got a little 7mm. Beautiful. Cracked loose. Open up our cap. It doesn't look too bad, just a little orange stuff. And I know we have some deck school in stock. This is already 50-50. We can get our spill-free funnel, fill this thing. So the spill-free funnel comes with adapters and elbows so you can fill pretty much anything trouble-free. See if this guy will just spin right on. Sweet. Our elbow, our funnel. Pouring some deck school. Now when we undo the stopper, it should start coming out of that nipple. Yeah, that's the idea. Let me loosen up a little more. There we go. You can hear it hissing. And boom. Done. Sweet. Squeeze the hose. Look how much coolant is sucked in. Pretty good guesstimate. So I like to squeeze the hose a little bit, put in the stopper, and let go of the hose, and that way when you take off the funnel you won't spill any at all. You put it right back in the jug and see if our reservoir needs any. I don't see any markings on it. Level is like right there, you can see it. So I think I don't see any low and high marks. Oh, okay, there's a line right there. It's just showing a line. I'll call that good. And we're pretty much done. Unscrew this guy. Sky killer style. Gotta grunt. Nothing really on there. There we go. Okay. Just that guy down. I think we're just about done. Let's run it and see what it warms up to. Alright, verification of repair. Right back into our... Well, actually, let's go back and clear the codes first. I'm starting from scratch. Back. Codes. Clear. Yes. Continue. Make sure we don't have anything here. No codes present. And I love how the Veris flies on. some domestic cars like GMs and Chryslers. Here we already got our customized data list. Again, awesome that it remembers. Most scanners you have to reselect. I don't know why they all can't be like this. But 152 degrees on our coolant temp right now. Low oil pressure. Because that filter's filling up with fresh oil. Alright. Alright, before we close the hood, verify no leaks. We'll take it for a spin and then verify no leaks, because right now everything's covered in coolant. There's our temperature, rising as it should. Keep you guys focused on the scanner. Remember last time it went up to about 180, flatlined. We're 170 already. Alright, you can see the thermostat definitely opened up at 195 as prescribed, so we're a good 15 to 20 degrees hotter than we were before. If we rev the engine, it'll should just stay there. About 190, 192, so that's its happy spot. So I'm actually surprised that the computer, you know, just for basically a 10-degree difference. I mean, it warmed up pretty quickly here, so maybe it warmed up a little faster and got hotter. So all those things get to the criteria and set that code. Let's see how it drives. Nice, very smooth. No issues. Gotta watch out for deer around here. And look at our coolant temp. Less than 200, it got up to like 197. That's about what we expected. A little bonus footage on the test drive. Might as well look at that mass airflow sensor and the long-term trims. Remember, if they're really negative at idle, let's see what they do when we get on it. So it's at minus 12. Give it some load. So minus 15. Plus 10. Somewhere in the middle, back down. Classic dirty mass airflow sensor. data. So it's not bad enough to set a code just yet. But it's getting there. Alright, bonus footage. Pop off this air cleaner real quick and see what the mass airflow looks like. I am curious myself as to how dirty it is. And this little thing, whoa, pop right off. I don't know if that's supposed to come out or not. Ah, that little tab just comes out a little bit. Now that I pushed it in all the way. Oh, come on. Yep, and this should be free. And we just have two 10mm bolts right there. And do it from the airbox. We'll reach around, move. Sweet. That should, there's two bolts there, should pop right out. Kind of long. There's some kind of grommet. Alright, sweet. And there's our mass airflow sensor. And take a look at the wires. From this side they look clean, but the air is coming in this way, so we'll just spray them out. Do they look dirty or not? Yeah, there's probably some stuff on there, but let's spray it out with some cleaner. I wonder if deoxit would work for this. Looks good. Take a little brush, pop it back in. Alright, it's back in. Clip, locked. Let's fire it up, look at those fuel trims. Engine data. Short term, long term. Let's see what happens here. This should relearn on its own. It's still -10. At least it's not like -20. Yeah, I'd say good enough. Good enough for this car. So, hope you enjoyed that. Buick 3.8, just a little tune-up. No big issues with this one, especially the Series 3 with the aluminum intake manifold. Pretty bulletproof. So, thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.